Hello, fire signs. This is Tanya Lee of Harmonia, and welcome to exclusive content that is typically found over at Harmonia Friends Club. But each week I pick an element, and you guys get a preview of the all signs new content that I post over at Harmonia Friends Club. So if there's any messages for my fire signs today that resonate with you, there may be more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Club with other placements within your natal chart, your natal chart, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay. And it's not always about love with these readings. So they are general. So keep that in mind. But it's you also get a free 1 month free trial over at Harmonia if you just want to explore and check out the area. But I do want to let you know that the tier 2 always has the best perks. And when I say best perks, I mean you get a 1 month free gallery. You get all massive discounts. And I have a workshop coming up that is going to be announced next week called Runes Reality. So, and there's a huge discount for Runes Reality for individuals who are already members in my club. So, like I said, go ahead, check it out and explore. But if not, here is where we get started. Let's start with our fire sign, shall we? Let's see what general energy we have in here for you, fire signs. Calling in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, what do our fire signs need to know? What is going on for our fire signs? Here we go. Trust. It's all about having trust. I also felt the energy of, do you guys ever remember the actions of a trust fall? Where you stand and there's others behind you and you have to tip back and just trust that individuals are going to catch you. There's something here about a trust fall. And what's interesting that I'm feeling, I almost feel like the Fool's energy. There's this energy here of already having your ethereal wings. Okay. So it's like no matter how much you fall, you will have the ability. Oh, I love this. You will have the ability. Thank you, Spirit. You will have the ability to fly above. This is strengthening your wings, strengthening your wings. But let's see what the book has to say about trust. All right. It says, keep yourself to yourself and do not buy into any fear or chaos that's being stirred up around you. You know the truth. So stand strong in being true to you on who you are, collective. Remember that relationships, whether personal or business, should be built on trust, and a mutual agreement could test your faith. You've been let down badly before, and it's taken a while to trust again. However, someone vulnerable needs your assurance, and a secret is shared. It's time to prove how trustworthy you really are. I love this because when I was channeling earlier, and I state that, that trust fall, right? You have to trust individuals, but sometimes there's individuals here that you did trust and you hurt yourself. But again, there's those wings, gaining a new perception. But there's something here, fire signs, that I feel you are actually helping another showcase that you are trustworthy. And it's not to prove an individual, it's to show them. It's to have grace with it and be beautiful about it. But let's see what else it has more to say about this challenge here. But I really feel like this is trusting what you have to offer is enough. Trusting that if an individual is not ready, it's enough. Okay. Everybody has their own spiritual journey, but I feel like many of you are here to help others. You are. You don't have to do what I'm doing or be a counselor or anything like that, but it's just your energy. People get drawn to you. And, you know, fire signs, they're very courageous. They're free-spirited. They take actions. They're the go-getters. You know, that's the whole point of the fire element. But let's see what else we have here for Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, you've gone through a lot of journeys. In fact, here, this is about offers here, what you're offering yourself. And I feel you've tasted some pretty sour offers, but I feel this is more about you offering more emotional satisfaction to you and showcasing to others how this is how it works. You drink first, okay? And sometimes we pour into others more than they are ready. Some people may consider this being extremely selfish, but there's something here about what you've tasted first. What you've tasted first. Yeah. Judgment. You were able to get through something here, fire signs, that has allowed you to grow your wings. Really. So I feel like this has to do with showcasing how much self-love you have, but also trusting the process. And we're going to see how this breaks down, because the challenge here is to still give back to you. All right. Not overgive. Are you ready to pass the test? There's something here about your trust is being challenged in a big way. Now, some individuals, you know, others may be challenging you to see if you were a trustful individual, but your trust is being challenged regardless. But are you ready to pass the test? So that's what the title is going to be. Your trust is being challenged. All right. And we're going to start off with Leo. All right. Let's see what's going on for Leo and this trust that is being challenged here. Reversals are now up. We're using the Runway Tarot deck. If you like any of these decks, just go to the description box below and you'll find all of the information there to the link to my Amazon store. Here we go. Leo, the Five of Swords being challenged here. That is a big challenge here. Ego's involved. The Queen of Swords. This is a lot of air energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And the King of Cups reversed. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Well, I feel that you were in the energy here of being stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's what it feels like. You have an individual here who's a master manipulator when it comes to their emotions. This person is pretty selfish, and there's something here about marrying it back to you, Leo, how this individual is. Okay, so I do feel this is a person here that you have quite a history of, well, fighting, proving your point, got your hands on your hip here, but I also feel this energy of like, fine, you want me to be the bad guy? Fine, I'm going to make some peace. And I feel like you were showing this individual with no emotion attached. You're being very logical about it. This is a very logical approach for this Leo. And laying down the law. And some of you did have to put a really, really strict boundary, but you are most certainly choosing peace, and you are trusting yourself enough to choose peace. The issue is you have an individual here who is very manipulative when it comes to their energy, of how they use their energy, their emotions. It's a person here who can either have the waterworks when it comes to crying or angry. It could be the opposite too. Okay, somebody here gets very angry or has temper tantrums. can use their depression here to be a victim of some sort here, but I feel like you are telling an individual, stand corrected. That's what it is. Stand corrected. I know my worth. I know what love is. And I'm not going to keep giving into a scenario here where you are manipulating me. Yeah. And this is not something here that feels good to you. I feel like this is a lot of heartbreak. You're handling it much better than definitely this person. Doesn't have to be a lover, but I do feel this energy here of, yeah, I've already cried about this, but I also know, I'm again holding my heart. I'm knowing my worth. I understand the scenario in there of what that is for me. The Magician reversed. You understand that this person here is a master manipulator. This is a person here who absolutely goes out of their way here to control the scenario here. And I feel like this person here, do you see how her leg is out? This kind of, the way the leg is out kind of reminds me of the hangman. This is an individual here who will say to you, Leo, trust me. Just wait. I need some time. I need some time to change. I need some time here. I feel like you have an individual here who's a time waster. They waste a lot of time when it comes to, I don't know, a progression. They'll never go as far. It's hard to come with any resolution with this person. It's a really hard, like I said, you're between a rock and a hard place here, but you also chose peace. Yeah, we have the star energy, Aquarius energy here, reverse. This is a scenario where nobody wins. There is no clear resolution, but the only resolution here is to be very honest, be very frank with this person. Know that, no, it doesn't feel good. You're not happy about this, but you are choosing here to leave this behind you, to move on, that this is not something here that you want to keep participating in. So I do feel like this is an end of a relationship. It just feels like an end of a relationship. I do not see you going back to this. No. We have 5, we have 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel that some of you, there's that song. I think it's is it No Doubt? Where it's like, I always knew, especially if this is love, you always knew that you were going to be this person's ex. You always knew it. It's like day one, you knew that this was going to be rocky to begin with, yet you still entertained it in some fashion here. Others of you, this is an individual here who's just been master manipulating it when it comes to their emotions. You've kind of lost faith in this because this person has cried wolf so much. And this person definitely uses their hardships, their victim mentality here to get away with what they are. They're not learning the lessons, but you're learning your lesson here, Leo. You most certainly all are. What advice does Spirit have for you? Just one card. No reversals on the advice card here with the After Tarot. Your advice here with this trust, just listen to your intuition. You are at the precipice here of not necessarily having to have all of the facts, even though that you have that Queen of Swords energy. I feel that you just have to trust in your inner knowing what the next move is for you. This is somebody here who's very close to source. Could be a reader yourself, but if not, this is you trusting the process of trusting of why you walked away, why you shut the doors, why you have created closure. This is an individual here that you already feel is not going to grow. They're going the opposite direction than you. And as heartbreaking as this is, you also know that this person here has their own lessons to learn, and it's not your portion here to try to negotiate, to work it out. So I do feel like you are absolutely closing the door in a relationship or a cycle. Let's move on to all right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with you. Reversals are now up. Here we go. We have the 6 of Cups reversed. We have the Seven of Wands. I actually like this. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing. You are definitely on the self-love journey. I feel like, Saggy, you are really letting go of things that no longer serve you. And it doesn't necessarily always mean relationships. It could also, I mean, like love or anything in that way. It could also just be the past. Because I feel this energy of being hung up and nostalgic on the bad, on the negative aspects of the past. And I feel like you're taking charge on that. This is something here where you're not playing victim to. This kind of reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood, and that may be significant to you. But I feel this energy of you've already faced the big bad wolf. And now you're looking on here of redirecting your energy on something that's going to be more profitable for you or valuable to you. So I do feel like you are starting to create way better, healthier boundaries for yourself. And these healthy boundaries aren't necessarily just against people. This could also be about your well-being. It's like enough is enough. I'm going to start taking care of myself. I'm going to start taking actions here of saying no to things that I know aren't good for me. But I feel like a Saggy here is very much on the self-love train. Now, when it comes to efforts, I feel like you have reflected a lot on things that you used to have a creative spark for or a desire for. And there's something here where you're evaluating that and taking charge of that. And I feel like I have a Saggy here who's going, you know what? What lights me up? What makes me have that creative spark? So there's almost this energy of you entirely revamping yourself, which is a beautiful energy. Again, that Knight of Cups is about what can I offer to myself? So I feel like you're starting to trust the process of what you want too, okay? And being open to explore that. But let's see what we got here. We have the Three of Swords here. That's verifying that Six of Cups. Yeah, you're allowing emotions that no longer serve you to be released. So you're purging a lot. You could have those moments, Saggy, where you have intense emotions or you think about it and you're like, all right, there's a time to cry and there's a time here to get out of the clouds. And I feel that you've had enough of being depressed or in the clouds about things and taking forth of that action here. And let's see what the action you are taking in place here. Four of Wands on alignment, realignment, celebration. This is about your journey. It's an independent journey to your happiness. Okay. You may have gone through a recent breakup or loss of a job or just like purging things that no longer serve you, that have been a falsehood or almost made you feel like you had imposter syndrome of what truly made you happy, what truly made you dance and desire. And I just feel this energy here of you looking upon that and stating, I need some realignment and I need to take charge of that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Two of Swords. You have been a little bit, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Okay, the Two of Swords reversed to someone here who's very indecisive or gets really stuck in their head, and is kind of going back and forth between being the good gal or the good guy and the bad guy, and the bad girl. All right. Notice how she's kind of got a pirate patch here. Kind of reminds me of somebody here who may feel like, again, that imposter syndrome. All right. Fears being the villain a little bit or the bad guy. But I really see this energy here is that with the Three of Swords here and the Two of Swords here, that you are looking to be honest and authentic and just finding yourself. So I feel that you are in the midst right now of some kind of glow up for you. Taking things that no longer serve you and trusting the process here of refinding who you are. What makes Saggy happy? What lights you up? Let's see what final advice here we have for Sagittarius here who may be resonating with this. Justice. Well, just know that things will be realigned, rebalanced here. Okay. Libra energy. I feel strongly something here amiss is coming out in the fall. Could be September or early October. But there's this energy here where I feel like a massive consequence is happening in your favor. There's that sort of truth, okay? Things come over time, but this is also facing consequences of some of the things that you may have, 'cause I'm not going to sugarcoat, that you may have been procrastinating on, may have been delaying. All right. This is you going, you know what? I'm taking accountability for the part that I played, but also knowing that moving forward, I'm not going to do that. So I do see that the changes that you're making from here on to the fall are going to be massive for the year to come. Okay. These are massive changes here that you're willing to face the consequences now, which is actually really good energy for you, Saggy. Especially with a lot of the shifts we have here going on in the astrology world. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. Aries is up. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you. Our final fire sign before we move on to earth signs, which will be over at Harmonia Friends Club. Here we go, Aries. Let's see what's in store for you. We have the Six of Pentacles here. That is reversed. Something is not even. I feel like you're being breadcrumbed right now. See what that's about. Ooh, you're angry about this. We have the Queen of Wands. That's your energy. Oh yeah, could be dealing with an Aquarius. Let's look at these all upright. This is when I see them all reversed. To me, it's an extreme, so we can keep them upright because this is someone here who's had enough. All right. I think you're sick and tired of an individual giving you excuses. Again, this feels a lot like the energy here of your other fellow fire signs, Leo and Sagittarius. But I do feel there's a particular person here where you've had some kind of massive fallout with, Aries. But this is somebody here who owes you and could owe you money, could owe you an apology. It's just something here where it's like, you haven't offered me anything that allows me to have closure. And I see you when I see the Queen of Wands. I love to call the Queen of Wands reverse my Taylor Swift. This is somebody here who's angry enough, but still creative, vibrant, loving, understands their worth, but also is utilizing their power for the greater good. Okay. Wants to use their anger, their sadness, or their emotions here and relay them in some way of that's healthy for them. And I feel you are taking that drive. I feel that it has a lot to do with not having closure. You trusted this individual. Man, did they make you fall? I mean, I just feel like I got smacked really badly here to the ground here where it's almost like the tower. But this is something here where you're really taking charge of how much this hurt you. Because I do feel very hurt in this scenario. Let's clarify that Six of Pentacles reverse, Page of Wands. Yeah, they were in and out. Empty promises. They would state something, they would take an action here, and then they would hold back. It's kind of like, I wish I never went on this adventure. This person was entirely immature, but there's also this energy here for you that you feel a little bit annoyed that you were this gullible because a part of you had a really big heart. I mean, it is reversed, but I feel this energy here of a really big heart when it came to that individual. Oh my gosh. Now we have the King of Wands here. We have a match. Again, this individual may have showed up as the King of Wands, but they took an action that they weren't necessarily ready to fulfill. An empty promise, You thought you were a match, but now it's like looking upon this and going, man, this person, as much as respect as I had for them or how creative they are, there's something about them, how they utilized your energy, could have stolen your ideas. Or if it's something here where they didn't steal your ideas or was very jealous, I feel like this person was really jealous, Aries. This person could even be a family member who's jealous of you. But I feel like an individual here has taken credit for something they don't deserve. And if this is a relationship that broke and went sour, this individual is the one who's like, well, I paid all of the money. I'm the one who did all of the work. I'm the one here who because they're showing up as upright, but I really feel that you're more in the energy here of healing the feminine energy. Doesn't mean you have to be a female, but of how you are received. All right. Right now, you're working on being well received. And this individual here is trying to take some of that stardom, some of that fame, some of that limelight to themselves here. Oh my gosh, Queen of Swords. This is you detaching from your emotions, trying not to take it personal, and going, wait a minute. I know my rights. I know my boundaries, and I know the truth, and I'm the authentic one. I'm the real one. I'm the real Slim Shady. You are determined. I don't blame you. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, this also could be a lawyer. This also could be an advisor. This also could be something here where you are taking legalities on a person, or you are involving an advisement of a person here because you're fighting for your rights. You're fighting for what is deserved to you. You're fighting for what is fair. And some of you, this was a selfish marriage, right? Could be going through a really messy divorce or a messy ending here where you're reestablishing yourself because everything was joint. But I do feel this energy here of, hey, I might not be able to fight this fight, but I sure to hell I'm going to hire somebody here to showcase what is fair. Now, this is not about taking legal advice here, but I do see this advice here for you, and we're going to see what the advice is, Aries. This has more to do about your boundaries, being authentic, and fighting for what you know is right and not having to prove shit to this person because you don't, right? And that could just be that once you take your energy back, once you do your own thing, this person has no more to feed off of. They have no more ideas, nothing. If you're not in their presence, they don't have it, right? Let them take the credit here of the past. Yeah. 4 of Cups. You may be disappointed, but this is not something here they're going to be able to have a longevity on. You may not see this as an offer, but it's also an offer here where you would refuse anyway. Because if this person here comes back and says, hey, Aries, I want to offer you an apology or something, it's going to be like, it's too late. I don't even want that anymore. I've already poured my emotions on there. I've already created this ending for myself, created this closure for myself. But this is somebody here who's like, I am not going to fantasize, but I also learned a really hard lesson. And I feel like you have an individual here who definitely poured out an offer here of utilizing you or using you, especially if this is a creative field. This person is running out of ideas. Well, my Aries isn't, all right? You are not going to allow an individual back in to steal things, okay? You're going to be very logical when it comes to this person trying to reconnect or wanting to renegotiate. And if it's renegotiation, you're getting a third party here on advice. You basically want to break this contract entirely, and you're trusting the process here, and you're creating yourself here. Remember what I said in the beginning, Aries. You have the ability here to learn a massive lesson, but also to earn your wings and have a higher perspective of why this lesson is here, but how it's going to benefit you for what you asked for, which is something better. So that's always the good news. All right, guys, that's what we have here for the fire signs. Like I said, if you want to see the other placements, go to Harmonia Friends, the Harmonia Friends Club. You can just go to the website. All that information is in the description box. Would love to see you there. But if not, this is where we part ways. You guys take care.